bright guy, smart guy, intelligent guy, a brilliant guy, he's talented, he's gifted, able-bodied guy, oh, he's able, yeah. Competent, I think he's competent, yeah. I think he's educated, yeah, an educated girl. And hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel English Wind. I'm Suranga, and today it is total immersion. You know what total immersion is? Total immersion is what you are listening to is English, only English, not Sinhala basically. So if you want to speak good language, if you want to write good language basically, in a way, things should be in your head. That is, the pattern should develop in your brain. So to develop sort of English patterns in your brain, you should completely go into the language. That is total immersion. That is what we are doing. So today I am taking a story from English with a Smile by Mr. W.H. Samaranayak. This is Mr. W.H. Samaranayak, as you can see. Yeah. And too clever. Today I am going to do a different thing. I am going to show you synonyms of words that I am using here. Same words, sort of similar words that you can use in different occasions with a sort of a practical idea. So it would be really useful to you. Okay, too clever. Basically, when we say very clever and too clever, a bit different. You will learn it later. Too clever. So if somebody says that it is too good to be true, you know what true is? True is not false. That is a fact, true. It is too good to be true. Too good to be true. That is, it's a lie. Is it too good to be true? It is too good to be true. Something like that. Too clever and very clever, a bit different. You will learn that. Yeah. Too clever. This guy is too clever. Shall we go to the story? And there was once a boy who thought himself very clever. There was once a boy, you know, boys are. There was once a boy who thought himself very clever. He thought himself very clever. I think myself very clever. I'm really clever. What is clever? Clever is intelligent. He thinks that this guy thinks that he is intelligent. This guy thinks he is clever. Yeah. What sort of words I'm going to show you? What sort of words that we can use instead of clever? You know, clever people. Clever people are intelligent people. So, bright, smart, intelligent, brilliant, talented, gifted, able, competent, educated, learned, wise, brainy. So, now here the story goes with this brother. I'm going to talk about all these words a little bit later. And there was once a boy who thought himself very clever. And the boy thought that he was clever. Okay. He took 2 cakes in his hand and told his younger brother that there were 3 cakes. What did he do? The boy thinks himself clever. He took 2 cakes in his hand. He took 2 cakes in his hand. 2 cakes, pieces of cake, yeah. 2 pieces of cake. He took 2 cakes in his hand and told his younger brother, not elder brother, younger brother, that there were 3 cakes. He says, Malli. He has only 2 cakes, but he says, Malli, there are 3 cakes here. That is the thing, yeah. So then he thinks he is clever. Who thinks he is clever? The elder brother, not younger brother. Then Malli would say, you think you're intelligent, clever. You're a clever guy, yeah? You're an intelligent guy. What can Malli say? Malli can say, you think you're a bright guy, yeah? You think you're a smart guy. You think you're an intelligent guy, yeah? A brilliant guy, a talented guy. You think you're talented, You think you're brilliant. You think you're intelligent. You think you're smart. You think you're bright. You think You are a gifted guy. Gifted. Pudalad. Gifted. I mean, having different types of sorts of capacities, talents. Yeah. Gifted means talented. Yeah. A gifted singer. If you say, she's a gifted singer. Yeah, that means talented singer. Yeah. You think you are able. Competent. If somebody is competent, he is capable of doing things. Competent. He is competent of doing that. Yeah, give him the work. Okay, he is competent. He can do that. That is competent. So, for example, if you go to the word competition, yeah, it's okay. He has a competition. He would do that. He is able to do that. Yeah, competent, educated. You know the word educated. You think you are an educated guy? Malli says. You think you are learned guy, yeah? You think you are intelligent, yeah? You think you are wise. You think you are brainy guy, yeah? I don't think so. You think you are a brainy guy. So what sort of things that we can use instead of clever? Not always. There are ways, there are places, there are occasions, there are conditions that we can use all these words. So always instead of the word clever, you cannot use all these things, but the same meaning, generally the same meaning. Bright guy, smart guy, intelligent guy, a brilliant guy. He's talented, he's gifted, able-bodied guy, oh, he's able, yeah. Competent, I think he's competent, yeah. I think he's educated, yeah, an educated girl. And she's a learned girl, yeah. She has learned a lot about all these things. She's a learned girl. She's wise. She's brainy. Brain is basically informal among friends and things like that. If somebody is not wise, so the Ayya thinks that himself is himself clever. That is why they say, there was once a boy who thought himself very clever. He thought himself very clever. What does he think about his brother? He thinks his brother is foolish. He thinks, Loku guy thinks that Podi guy is foolish. So what are the other words that we can use if somebody is foolish? If somebody is considered foolish, we don't say that some are intelligent and others are foolish. Okay, somehow. Foolish. Ignorant. If people are ignorant, they have no brains. They cannot think logically in a good way. Yeah. Foolish. Ignorant, brainless. You understand the word brainless. I say he's brainless, Machan. Yeah, but basically informal. Mindless. Yeah, he is mindless. Mindless. He's dull. He's dull-witted. There are three patterns I am going to talk about. Dull-witted, slow-witted and half-witted. Dull-witted, not Sara-witted or Bulat-witted. W-I-T-T-E-D. Dull-witted, slow-witted and half-witted. So here you should understand the meaning of wit. Wit is if somebody is witty. If I have wit, I am witty. I am a witty guy. That guy is really witty. What is witty? If somebody is witty, his ideas are really beautiful and he has the presence of mind. Stanochit prajna, presence of mind, and whatever comes, he would say something really nice. Nobody would expect that sort of things. There are times that when we discuss things, we feel that some people they are really witty, and they say things other people would laugh at him, thinking about his intelligence and things like that. Yeah. So if I say somebody is dull-witted, he is not witty, dull-witted. Yeah. Or slow-witted, he is not witty. Oh, if I say half-witted, yeah, he is much half-witted. Yeah, half-witted. Half-witted is not intelligent in a way. Yeah, dull-witted. So we can use words. Somebody can be foolish, ignorant, brainless, mindless, dull, dull-witted, slow-witted, witless, no wit, not witty, witless. He has no wit, that is witless. Yeah, slow, empty-headed. You can remember the empty-headed, but it is sort of informal, not in good formal conversations, discussions and things like that. But in among friends, so whatever we would say, yeah, that guy is empty-headed, nothing in his head, yeah, half-witted, idiotic, idiot, pattapal modia, gal modia, idiot. Idiotic means, I mean, idiotic is adjective. He is idiotic, yeah, idiotic is idiotic, yeah, things like that. So if somebody is not clever, if somebody is foolish, you can use foolish, ignorant, brainless, mindless, dull, half-witted, slow-witted, witless, slow, empty-headed, half-witted, idiotic. Now, things. So when you learn stories, and at the same time you can go to different words. You should not try to learn all these things. Just listen to me. Don't try to learn the words by writing here and there. It's useless. You cannot remember all these things. People say that I have seen, if you learn 10 words a day, 5 words a day, how many per year? How many for 10 years? You will learn the whole dictionary within 10 years or 5 years. It never happens. You forget all these things. If you write things, maybe it will support you, that is it, that is one thing. But you learn a word when it comes again and again and again and again, when you see or when you hear the word again and again, and then it forms a pattern, it forms a sort of mark in your brain, in a way, then it happens. You know that in some places on rocky areas, on very large rocky places, that is Gal Talawala. And when people walk, first no impressions, nothing. But when you walk, and for a long period of time, that is for 1 year, if you are walking along, all the people in your village, Game people, if they are walking along the Galtalawa, that is so flattened sort of rocky place, if they use the same route, after 1 year you would find a trace. If you wash even, you would find the trace. That is permanent. Gale ketu evavagi. So something similar. If you try your best today, you won't be able to remember the 10 words. But if the 10 words come again and again and again and again, when you listen to stories, when you listen to radio sort of broadcasting, or if the word comes to you again and again, at one particular time you happen to remember that. You cannot think, oh, I should learn this and I will be able to remember all this. No, it never happens. So therefore, don't try to learn these things, the words that we can use instead of the word foolish, word clever. Don't try to do that. I just show you the word. So therefore, when you hear these words, when they come again and again and again, then you will learn that. That is how you have learned your words. That you have learned, that you know, even in Sinhala language or English or whatever it is, the word that you know, you have not learned all these things. Trying your best, trying hard. No, it never happens. Oh, shall we go to the story? There was once a boy who thought himself very clever. He took 2 cakes in his hand and told his younger brother that there were 3 cakes. He said, there were Malli, I have 3 pieces of cake. Oh, cool. Looked at that. No, it has only 2 pieces of cake. Yeah. There were 3 cakes. But I see only 2 cakes in your hand, said the younger. But I see only 2 cakes, Ayya. But I see only 2 cakes in your hand, Ayya, said the younger. Body guy. How can it be? How can it be? I can't understand. How come? How can it be? How can it be? How come? Same expression, yeah. How come? I don't understand. How come? How come? Yeah. Said the elder brother, there are 3 cakes here, Malli. There are 3 cakes here. This is number 1. Now only 2 cakes, okay? He says, this is number 1. And this is number 2. This is number 1. And this is number 2, this is 1, this is 2, 1 and 2, 3. 1 and 2 taken together, 3. This is cake 1, this is cake 2, 1 and 2. What is 1 and 2? 1 and 2 is 3. 1 and 2, 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2, 3. That is Ayya's argument. He thinks he is too clever. See what happens finally. This is 1 and this is number 2. 1 and 2 make 3. 1 and 2 make 3. You foolish boy, he said. So, instead of foolish, you can say, foolish, you are ignorant, you are brainless, you are mindless, you are dull-witted, you are dull, slow-witted, you are witless, you are slow, you are empty-headed, you are half-witted, you are idiotic, you are an idiot. Things like that he can say. You are foolish, he said. Foolish boy. The clever brother was thus arguing and teasing the small one. He is making an argument. Yeah, he is making an argument. Who is making an argument? The elder boy. He is making an argument. Yeah, argument. If people argue, that is what we call argument. I don't agree. They don't agree. Argument. Argument. You understand what argument is. So what are the other words that we can use for arguments? Argument. Dispute. Dispute එකක්. ඒගොල්ලෝ අතර what we call dispute. Something. Argument, dispute. Similar. Not the same meaning, but we can debate. Disputation, or we can say argument. Controversy. Contrast is different, contrast colors, yeah. Contrast. Controversy. Disagreement. Agreement, disagreement. Quarreling, yeah. Conflict. Antagonism. Yeah. Antagonism. Anti is always opposite. Antibiotic, pratijivaka, viruddha. Antibiotics. Anti-malarial campaign. Malaria වලට විරුද්ධ campaign එක. Anti is always not anti. Anti නෙමෙයි. That is anti. Anti is always against. Yeah. So dispute, and if people have sort of argument, we can say it's a debate, it is a disputation, it is argument, it is controversy, it is disagreement, it is falling out, it is quarreling, it is conflict, it is antagonism. Yeah, things like that. What can we do if they have an argument, if they have a sort of dispute? What can we do? We can resolve it, giving a solution to that. We can resolve this. Somebody is coming to resolve the conflict. Resolve that. Resolve means making a sort of a harmony between them, between the two parties. Samagiya. This is number 2, and 1 and 2 make 3. You foolish boy. The clever brother was thus arguing and teasing the smaller one. Teasing. Causing problems to. Teasing. A teaser. There are teasers. Always they cause problem when they come to parties, when they come to sort of meetings. So whatever it is, they try to disturb other people. Teasers. So teasing. What can we do? What can we say for teasing? Teasing. That lokukolla is teasing the podikolla. So what are the other ways that we can express the idea? Yeah. Make jokes about. Ayya is making jokes about. Make jokes about. Make jokes about. Don't make jokes about me. I'm not foolish, podikolla would say. Rag. He rags that boy. Yeah, rag season. You know what rag season is? Universities, yeah. Laugh at. Laughing at. Yeah, laugh at. Be sarcastic. Sarcastic means you're talking about somebody. You're talking about someone sarcastically. Somebody would say, that girl is a really very intelligent girl. Then somebody would say, I know, I see she is intelligent, I know that. Sarcastic. You know that he doesn't mean to say that she is intelligent. He thinks that that girl is foolish. Machan, that girl is really intelligent, I think. I know that she is really intelligent. I know that. That is sarcasm. That is sarcastic. Yeah, something like that. So, teasing, making jokes about, ragging, laughing at, be sarcastic about. The Lukukolla is sarcastic about Podikolla. Sarcastic, yeah. Ridicule. Ridicule, yeah. Ridicule. Jeer at. Jeering at. Jeering at basically is, jeering at is actually the same idea, but it is jeering at. Jeering at, yeah, jeering at. It's a general idea, general way I am going to express, yeah. Pull someone's legs. Pulls, you are coming to pull my leg. Podikolla would say, you are pulling my leg. You are pulling my leg. Pulling my leg means causing sort of a trouble. If somebody comes and pulls your leg, you are in trouble. So pulling your leg means somebody is troubling you. Yeah, you are pulling. Yeah, I think you are pulling my leg. Yeah, Podikolla says. Make a monkey of. Lukukolla is making a monkey of Podikolla. Making a monkey of. Making a monkey of means he is treating that Podikolla just like a monkey, because foolish guy or whatever it is. So you can say making a monkey of. So poke fun at. Poke fun at. Poke. Don't poke your nose into my affairs. I would say. Don't poke your nose into my affairs. Don't poke your nose into my poke. Poke fun at. Poke fun at. He's poking fun at Podikolla. Lukukolla is poking fun at Podikolla. Lukukolla make jokes about Podikolla. Lukukolla is ragging Podikolla. Lukukolla laughs at Podikolla. Lokka is sarcastic about Podikolla. Lokka ridicules Podikolla, and Lokka is jeering at Podikolla. Lokka is pulling Podikolla's leg. He is pulling that guy's leg. He is making a monkey of Podikolla, something like that. You understand? I'm going to show you all the things that I'm talking about. And then story goes. The clever brother was thus arguing and teasing the smaller one when the father came on the scene. When the father came on the scene, at the same time, at that time the father came. Yeah. The clever brother was thus arguing and teasing the smaller one when their father came on the scene and inquired into their dispute. What's happening here? Father asked. What's happening here? What are you doing? Why? You have sort of argument. Why? Just tell me. What is the dispute? What is the problem? What is the argument? Father asked. He wanted to know what is going on. Yeah. Very well. Yeah. Father came on the scene and inquired into the dispute. Very well, said the father. Father said, very good. Okay, nice. Father realized what's happening. The father said to Lukukolla, give me cake number 1. The Kolla gave cake number 1. Yeah. Give me cake number 1 and give your brother cake number 2. Lukukolla has to give the cake number 2 to his brother. You may eat the remaining one. You can now eat the third one. Now you can eat the third one. That is it. That is how father resolved the argument, the dispute. Yeah. Okay. That's really good. As I have told you, stories are really interesting because we can learn things, we can learn words, and the words come again and again. That is repetition. And in stories, when we tell stories, when people tell stories, they use very simple words. Say, therefore people can understand that. And in conversational language, what we are using basically are very simple words, common words. So in stories we use common words, in stories we use simple words, in stories the words come again and again. So therefore, stories are really good and mahatpalai, clear. That is it. So, hello, I'm going to wind up this. It's going to rain, and yeah. So, give us a like and press the bell icon. And if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. Then you will see when I'm uploading and things like that. Most importantly, comment. It's okay even in Sinhala. You can comment on all these things we do. Okay. Bye.